Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am going to be talking to you about persistence and the way I practice it and my approach to it. My head's kind of in the clouds today. I've had to start this video over like 3 times because I just kept going off on tangents that made no sense. So I'm doing my best here, and third time, third time's the charm as I hold up 2 fingers. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. So persistence. This is a journey of the manifestation journey is a journey of self-discovery. You are learning so much about yourself, becoming so much more self-aware. You are learning about others, your reality, creation as a whole, existence as a whole. You are developing compassion for yourself and understanding for yourself. You're going through discomfort and you're learning how to trust and love yourself through these things. It is such a beautiful, healing thing, even when it doesn't feel beautiful and look beautiful. So it's a big deal. This journey is a big deal because manifestation isn't just about the car that you wanted or the partner that you wanted that got you to start watching videos. Like it is literally how every single thing in your reality, including this video, has come into your reality and your perception. So this is an important journey that we're on, and persistence is something that I hear from just about every coach, and I think it's obviously a fantastic thing. I'm not about to say anything negative about it because I think that the concept is extremely important. I think it's vital, honestly, but I have just seen some mindsets that I want to talk about because I don't think that there's ever like any wrong way to start learning to manifest. Like, we're all learning and making mistakes and we're growing as people. So just by definition, we're not going to start out perfect, and we're not going to end perfect either. So I have seen, because I'll get to the concerns, if you will, around persistence mindsets that I have first, and then I'll just, ramble as I do. So I sometimes see that people talk about persistence as just this like robotic routine with no flexibility and a lack of self-awareness. And, honestly, I suppose that comes from just like the current state of self that person is in. So if you're identifying with that, that's probably, just a reflection. Well, of course, it is a reflection of where you're at with yourself. It's not like something that people are intentionally doing to be obtuse or to be difficult or make things harder for themselves. They're learning. So that's why I wanted to offer this video to show the spectrum, of share how I practice persistence. So persistence is, really important because you're basically saying that like you're never giving up on yourself and what you want, even if the wants change a little bit. Like, say that you're like, oh, I really want, marriage and kids, or I really want a life partner and it looks like this, or I really want this dream career and goal, right? The way you get there might change. You might start out being like, I need this job, or I need this car, or I need this person back, and that might change. But the overall want behind that one thing is still there. So that already is showing flexibility, right? Because this is a journey about self-discovery and self-healing. And manifestation is just like, the way I look at it is it's like a 3D reward for us doing all of this work for ourselves. So self-awareness is really important. And when people say persist, it's because, it takes a long time. Well, it can take a long time. Time's not the right word. It can take a lot of repetition because time is, whatever it is for you. It can take a lot of repetition to change subconscious patterns and beliefs. And that's why persistence is so important. I saw someone on TikTok, he's one of my favorite manifestation guys on there, talking about if you had a dirty cup of water, that's like your current subconscious state, and you're trying to change things, and you had another cup of water, and it's like your positive affirmations, and you're just pouring it into the dirty cup of water. It's going to take a while for the dirty cup to turn clean, right? So and all that like crud is pouring out of it as you're pouring the clean water in. So when we start practicing affirmations, we start trying to create change around a certain subject in our life, and we start seeing like all this like crud coming back at us. That's our subconscious mind being like, oh, you're stirring things to the surface, and this was all kind of dormant, but like these were your beliefs. And of course there's a lag, so it's changing them. And, I talk about this more in other videos, but persistence is so important, because when things start to show you, when you start changing your reality, your old reality is going to question if you're truly trying to change that or not, because your subconscious mind is like, I'm really used to this. And it might be like, this is the example I have. This is the bracelet that you have, and you want this one. And you're trying to buy this one, and the universe keeps sending you these bracelets, and you're like, bro, I don't want it. And so you have to call customer service and be like, you sent me the wrong item. And they're like, but you've always ordered these bracelets. And you're like, yeah, but I'm trying to get this one today. And they're like, oh, okay. And you send it back, and then they accidentally send it to you again. And then finally, if you persist, you get the right bracelet, because that's what you ordered and paid for in the first place, and they have a really great company policy, and they're obviously going to honor that. That's the universe. It has a great customer service policy. It's going to honor your actual purchase, but the ordering process might get confusing. I'm going to cut that there before I start getting like confusing myself with my analogies and my scenarios and my examples. So back to persistence. Persistence is really important, but the concept I would encourage you to entertain or consider around it is that persistence is so important, in that you should be flexible with yourself and persist in being curious about yourself and your healing journey, because I firmly believe that manifestation is a healing journey. So I want you to not just persist in your affirmations or your belief, that you can have these things, but I want you to persist in your healing journey and getting curious about yourself, and like being flexible with that. Like, what does that mean? So your manifestation process might change, and get curious about how things flow for you, and what phases you go through on the road to your manifestation as things get closer. There's like being in the state and the Sabbath state, and then the calm before it comes, and all of that. And I'm going to make a new video about all of those things in a day or so, when I get some rest for my brain. I have so many videos I'm so excited to make. Anyway, took a break over the holidays, and now I'm just like, I have so many ideas. But persist in being curious about you, yourself, and what you need. Because I think that your manifestation approaches, your routines, your rituals, while they might not truly be changing in theory, I would love for you to persist in self-awareness when it comes to your manifestation process, because that way you'll never get stuck being hung up on, that thing that originally drove you to start manifesting. Because it's fine if that changes. If you're honoring yourself, you don't have to worry if you're manifesting the wrong person. You don't have to worry if that's the wrong job for you. If you are really persisting in manifesting the best for you and what's aligned for you, you're checking in with yourself, you're working with yourself deeply and intimately. And you're not going to steer yourself wrong. You're going to steer yourself right through every harsh and easy and fun and exacerbating lesson that you need. And I think I'm going to cut it there. Because I feel really solid about this. I didn't go on any crazy rants that made no sense. I can hold up the number 3 now and know that it's 3 and not 2. And I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to get some rest tonight. I feel like everything's been so crazy. I know like everything's been in retrograde or something, and like Mars retrograde's ending, but Mercury retrograde isn't ended yet. I don't know. The energy's been crazy lately. I have been super tired. I don't know about you guys. But I've just been riding the waves. I've been riding the waves, because typically when it comes to retrogrades, like my mental breakdowns and like awful moments that just feel devastating and, like my world is ending, happen way early on. So I know for like a lot of people, I know they're happening now. So I'm sorry, and I love you guys if it's happening for you now. But much love to you. In whatever season, time, day, place, hour this video finds you. As always, let me know what you thought of my ramblings in the comments. And if you're looking to work one-on-one with me, my website information, all kinds of info about me is linked down below. I also have a Patreon where I offer bonus content and I work directly to cater towards the needs of my community when it comes to manifestation. So if you're looking for something a little bit more tailored and consistent, or just tailored to your needs, check that out. And I will see you in the next video.